Okay. What changed? Why am I so small? Alright. Let's just fix this real quick. Everything seems normal. Yeah, everything looks normal. It's just that, I think my camera's capturing. Ah. Blah. Does my toggles work? Yes, it does. Just I have to click off. Okay. I guess I just won't be using toggles. Oh, I never even used toggles to begin with. Well, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot. So we are going to be doing the story mode or campaign, the rest of the story. And as for why I'm doing it now, is because I have been procrastinating on these side missions, aka this one. I can't access this unless I can play the Trailblaze mission, and I usually procrastinate every story mission in every game. Well, in every gacha games, because I just get really lazy. So yeah, we're gonna do the story mission. I'm streaming this so I can motivate myself to do it and stop procrastinating. And yeah, I completely forgot to record also. I think we'll just get started now. Oh yeah, also I managed to get Fugui in the poll, but I am completely poor now. Well, this was after me doing some events and some farming, but yeah, I was in a lot of pain pulling this character. Also, I lost my 50-50 for this one. Not gonna lie, I was deeply hurt when I saw what I got. Anyways, so I just gave up on this poll. We're just gonna move on from that pain. And yeah. It's a new... Huh. Anyways, let's just get right to it. I already completed the quest of the decorating our own room.
Makes my brain a little. Feels like I'm about to. The head isn't.
Ah, adorable little links. First time experiencing the comfort of warmness. Alright. Let's just go talk. Excuse me, Jung, you want this here? Hold on, I'm gonna talk to him real quick.
I am very fond of the furnishings on the express. It is apparent that whoever decorated the train truly put their heart into it. I wonder who it was. So this is a product of teamwork. The fabric of the furniture is remarkably soft. I could lie here
I
for
wonder if I should
days.
move my character a bit.
All this needs is a slow, mellow tune on the
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll
phonograph.
just leave him here.
A pot of whale-tide spring to be here, reclining and... I'm afraid there are still official matters to attend to. I must be leaving soon. However, when work does slow down, I may return whenever I step foot aboard the express.
Alright. Let's begin
Hardly any customers.
the story mission.
Really.
Amphorius, the Eternal Land.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what Miss Black Swan said.
I
It's
just
a world
remembered.
hidden away from
Another
outside
reason why I didn't
observation.
do the
With a presence
mission was
only
because I
revealed by
remember
the light from the mirror
reading
of the Garden
online
of
about how some
Recollection.
voice actors are,
It's mysterious,
I guess, quote unquote missing.
You haven't been with us
Even
on
though
the
it's more of
express
just
very
a
long.
scheduling issue, that's
Will
why
the
some of the
journey
characters
each
just
consider
aren't
to
speaking.
handle?
I noticed this when I was doing the room side quests with characters weren't speaking, like Himiko, Dan Hong, and think there was one more person.
We should consider Pom Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass.
Oh yeah, I also experienced this when I was playing ZZZ for the last mission, last story mission, when the I think Lycon and Grace and no, not Grace, Kaleida and Anton weren't speaking also.
Anytime soon.
Or we could
I think
also
Ellen wasn't
revisit
speaking
our
at all.
previous stops
No,
to
maybe
make
not
sure
Ellen.
that the
I think
astral
someone else.
charts and navigation routes are all functioning.
Wait, this button. Hold up a second. Did I just find something out? I just pressed this button and then just move forward, or was that just my auto function going? And my thing is not capturing my face again. Why does it do that? Hello.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip,
Excuse
probably
me.
better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is
Okay,
all
so
part of
this button didn't
ongoing investigation.
move anything. It was just auto.
Even any point to doing this? I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretext.
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos...
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Pentaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection.
We attempt to hiding Sunday's face, even though we already know that's Sunday.
Please rest assured that the family will do everything.
Far as
in
these
our
two haven't
power
figured
to
out that
protect
the guy they're
sweet
speaking to is
dreams of
Sunday.
every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Do they not recognize him?
Oh,
Oh, he's using his powers.
do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
That's interesting.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being
Excuse
in
me,
your
I just
company
choked on my
is plenty
spit.
enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Wait, do I swap out or am I already swapped out?
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
I see two bloodhounds. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey!
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, you once lived a cat and dog existence.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly. Can you get any more conceit?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must...
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before...
By walking straight...
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order...
Get off your high horse. The other four families...
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a sec...
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Foundry is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Sorry, but...
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware.
What? What are you talking, Mr. One Week? Please excuse me, I should...
I want to know what's going on in there.
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds.
Aftermath.
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You
Wow,
know
what
him?
a amazing
I
cover-up
see.
name.
Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park. Let's...
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's...
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over...
Please take these notes with you.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. So, why are we here?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, in hindsight. No,
Rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that...
quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things.
Was that his way of
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception.
Let's see what we have on these.
Okay, no consumption of food. What? What kind of rule is this? No consumption of food other than burgers. Especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash. Do not discard trash and trash cans. Oh, is it saying that there's some kind of anomaly going on in this area and these are done?
Burgers. What?
Oh. Especially ice cream.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't!
Ah. Huh. So, where are those?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can... Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check
Oh, I
it out.
broke this rule many times.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
Corrective measures.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound meant.
You've been iron-fisted since... Wait a sec. If...
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
I see.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble.
So that's
What's
why
the
that one
plan?
guy is always throwing up.
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this.
Okay. If I want, okay, let me think. If, oh wait, maybe this is one of the things where I have to pick trash. Okay, never mind then.
Something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere too.
Oh, I can throw in more. What do I get? I'm getting more. Oh. Wait, okay, what happens if I just put money? So, okay, nothing happens to that. So glad nothing happens. Pizza? Okay, also nothing. Alright, I'm gonna keep doing this. Damn, I wish I was recording. Okay, I guess this is a way to deter people. Oh, what? Okay. Never mind, I guess I didn't need to record. I got the almighty trash. Okay, that's me. So, isn't it an item here? Yes, it is. Hell yeah, I get the sanctity of the trash can.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt. The Dream Jolt troop where?
Green. Oh, so that wolf right there.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding.
Just one moment.
Alf. Falafa. Wolfa.
Let me trans.
Alfalfa credit.
I'm afraid you're going to have to
handle this. And wait, is that really all you've got?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Luck's on our side.
Damn, they're poor. Well, Sunday makes sense, but I don't know about the other guy.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Alright, what am I gonna get?
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No.
Time to fight. I'm a ho-ho.
Didn't hurt.
Alright.
Ill tidings manifest.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Eh.
That's half the work.
Oh, this should just kill them.
I weep for the departed.
It takes a fall.
Let me just kill them all real quick.
Memories of beneath the water lies an endless abyss. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
You should all die from the DLT.
Stand still. Did they have to do that? They could have just...
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just...
Aren't the...
Enough. The location of the distort...
Oh. Is there a point in this when there's literally a ping that shows us the direction we're supposed to go to?
Oh, there it is.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa. It worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before...
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa. You actually...
Never forget times of failure.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Okay. Do I still need this? Oh, this lasted a long time. Oh.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
I just realized you can see my cursor. This should be fine since we rarely need to use cursor. Unless like I'm clicking something. I'm an old man.
So, where are we heading?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine.
Oh.
The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour.
Okay, so that's
You
what's
stay
going
safe,
on.
too.
That makes so much more sense. He's not making them forget who he is. He's making everyone see him as something else entirely. That's what, okay, that makes more sense. I was wondering why the guards would not recognize him at the first
Sweet dreams
glance.
are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Did Welt just warn him? Because Welt knows.
That was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through.
I think he figured out that it's Sunday.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your
Be
guard up.
careful of oncoming traffic. Motor vehicles.
I hope nothing terrible
Sunday
has
got hit
fallen
by the
upon
freaking
Penacony
Astral
while I was in
Express.
captivity the last few days.
Is that what he's trying to refer to? Or this is just me being
It's time we set off.
too
Let's not
thinking
stick
too much about
close
it?
to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions.
I
in
knew
short
it.
Sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Alright, now they're involved with the Astral Express. This is gonna be some fun.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case,
I I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Okay, so the passenger is I was about to ask what passenger are they talking about, then I remembered, or they showed out
Isn't
her.
it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms? I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures.
Damn, I wish he was playable.
There is likewise a downside to pursuing reason. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination. Could there be more to it? Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror. It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Why does it skip like that? I was reading that, and then it just skips immediately.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home? Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
Oh, they're having a wonderful time, alright. Wonderful time
Is
of heading.
anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically.
Of course.
Not now. Of all times. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yoon for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting-Yoon... Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting-Yoons right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss
I'm gonna
Ting-Yoon.
use the bathroom real quick.
Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yoon to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yoons aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Alright. This is what I get for leaving on auto, even though I thought I removed auto. Now I missed some information, and yeah. Quest, find a Tingyun that's easy to talk to. Can I talk to you? No. You guys seem to be distracted with each other. Alright. Are you a Tingyun I can talk to?
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting-Yoon are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yoon to come together to form the Ting-Yoon Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can... there. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the Eye of the Storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time.
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting-Yoons here.
Alright. That
sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yoons don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon.
Ting-Yoon with her eyes
We'll
closed
easily get a word in.
really looks a lot different.
So, what do you think, son?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting-Yoon is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Ting-Yoons we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay... You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting-Yoons are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one! But it may take me a while to identify her.
Alright. They all feel so small, but they're like almost the same height as I guess the adult characters. And they're like at the, I guess, teen body? Was that what it's called? I don't remember what it's called. Sleepwalking Ting-Yoon. So she sleepwalks. That's something she does.
This Miss Ting-Yoon...
Oh, this is something I definitely know.
Why do I feel like it's not
Okay. Alright.
Ugh, yikes.
King as a
You
kid.
can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. I'll take you next time.
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true.
No more Ting Yun here, so I have to go up. Hey, that little vent is missing.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Where did you come from? Hold on a second. Where the heck did she come from? Did she just spawn or did I just miss her?
Oh, were you all looking for me? Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Ting Yun's trait is... it's nothing special, really. She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss
Damn.
Ting Yun hostage.
Don't blame her though. I love the second one.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting Yun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Don't tell me Pentelia is still alive in her.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly? Miss Ting Yun, you're finally back!
Hell yeah. Sorry for leaving the mic on. I'm not wearing headphones right now.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Huh.
Don't be afraid. What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone. Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Wait. So, wait, am I allowed to use... Oh, I am. Hold up, I just realized, what do I have? Oh, equipped with? Oh, this one. Why am I not the character though? What?
This path is so dark. Yet it's strange. The farther I walk, the more at peace I feel.
Is this gonna give me a game over ending?
Could it be that this isn't the first time? That looks so familiar.
Oh, that's
Does
Tingyun.
she want to lead me somewhere?
Oh, I can't run. Why? You know what? To make this feel right, at least to me, that's not what I meant to do, and I did not know that was a feature I can do. Let's... Okay, so I was supposed to be able to swap characters, but it just didn't let me. Since this is let's change my lineup real quick. I have my own Fugui, but she's not built yet. I don't have Ling Sha for the super big healing, so I'm gonna have to use him for now. Gallagher. Yep, still can't see it.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Okay, so from these two's conversation, King Yun got disintegrated, or basically her body was no longer, well, there, I'm assuming, and Ron May somehow managed to put her back together like a puzzle piece.
This girl is...
Okay, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state from what has been stuff she is not incapable of. However, attack her with high frequency enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. Yada yada yada. We have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. What is your name? Ting. What did you encounter?
Ting Yun. What a familiar name.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait! Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Okay, reduce the toughness of the cars by week. Plus unit torque.
Unite our goals.
Die.
In the mood for another meeting?
41k, that doesn't sound right. It should definitely be doing more damage. 98k. Either it's because it's a story and it's not actually being properly
I will claim victory for myself.
Cloud scattered. There's more to like.
Step up.
Oh, it broke the weakness even though out.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh, no wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Someone didn't agree with that assessment. Who is that someone?
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain.
Ow.
Your
My
body
hands.
was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
A traveling merchant made a deal.
Are you alright?
Damn. Damn, this chair. Picking up... My mic is picking up my chair squeaking noises. What the heck?
A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Ting Yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Ting Yun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Ting Yun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's alright. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting Yun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Ting Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into Polly?
When?
Give me some time to think.
Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? Miss Ting...
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time, so we better not drag our feet.
Welcome. How can I help?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are...
Okay, I just realized something.
Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm...
They're in the dreamscape right now.
Wow, you
Everything
really
they're
know how to flatter.
experiencing is a
Go
dream.
ahead. Browse all
So if they try to
First we
buy
have
souvenirs,
Lady Fuxuan of the Divination
wouldn't they
Commission.
not be able to take the
What do you
souvenir
think best
because it's in a
suits her?
dream? It's not actually real? I don't know. Obviously the perfect gift for a very serious person like Fu Shuan, who takes everything, well, make sure everything is done perfectly right. We should obviously give her a rocket launcher.
Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou really has changed a lot from the time I've been asleep. Let's go with your suggestion. Next is General Jing Yuan.
Colony shares, I think that just means money.
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the plant. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy.
She loves excitement.
That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but that's all of them. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected.
I only gave Fu Shuan the most elaborate gift possible.
Dreamscape sales store. You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary.
A souvenir for myself. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop.
Alright. Hey, let's meet up where we met Firefly.
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting Yun, what's this about?
It's the music.
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough. But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you too still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Okay. I'll go with the annoying guy.
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall? But I'm not very strong physically. Are you referring to my quick wits? So, what did she seem like to you? I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there anything particularly memorable?
Oh my fuck. Really? That's an option? I have to go with it.
Now's not the time for those kinds of jokes.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
Okay. Should I tend to answer things honestly. And in a situation like this, I think I should answer this honestly, because right now, she's definitely different from the, well, Tingyun that I can remember.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling
Hello.
a mix of
Hello, far
regret
away Phoenix.
and relief.
Huh?
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before
I guess the only
return.
reason why I think she's different is
If
her
I had
demeanor
rushed in
of
and out back then, I wouldn't have
demeanor.
been much help. Instead,
Because I
would have
remember
postponed the trip and
when
sought
when we
assistance
first
from
met
allies,
her,
but in that
there
case,
felt a bit more energy in the
We
way
wouldn't
she
have
was
crossed
towards
paths.
things. She still has her like
Exactly.
silver tongue and her, I guess,
based on
merchant
her
side
description, that
personality.
Lord Ravager was indeed
But
cunning.
right now, she just feels more
Her demeanor mirrored mine
tired,
so
which makes
closely
sense
that
because
it
after
felt
what
like
she
was holding my
experienced.
life for a few days,
That's what I was thinking of.
rather than merely
But other than
disguising
that,
herself.
the only thing that changed was
I regret
everything else didn't
missing
really
out on
change.
this Yanzhou journey.
Oh, I guess I should have picked yes, but I just went for
But everything that
gut
unfolded
feeling.
afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Hmm.
I chose one.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Tingyun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
That was a nice heart-to-heart talk.
Watch your step now.
It's unfortunate what happened to her, but she's here now. So we'll just keep going through with life. Hi, Edward. It's been a while since I came here. I think it's like 4 months already.
Dr. Edward.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky would help you find the best dream. And just to dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Why, not too long ago I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfectly. The story unfolds in the Xianzhou Alliance. The young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian sword, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Isn't that Jingyun story with
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
Jingyun's story with the crap. I forgot the red-haired boy's name.
So easy to take
Luke,
advantage of
Luca's
people.
father.
Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order.
What does this do? Oh, okay. Alright, let's go to the Radiant Feldspar, which is really far away. That's why we have to teleport over there. What's this? Oh, that's the Tetris thing. I have to go up here actually.
Can't believe it's time for Miss Ting Yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet. Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
It's Yukong, isn't it? It is. Hell yeah.
Long time no see, everyone.
And she has a voice. Yay.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting Yoon, I'm here to take you home.
Goodbye, Ting Yun. Hope you have a safe journey. Now we need to deal with Sun. Oh,
Madame
never mind, we're still here.
I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And
Why did Miss Ron May, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Phantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron May visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Phantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Is that...
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her?
I'm assuming that's Phantilia.
What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn.
Okay,
Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the Star Skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the Star Skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Is this place also affected by the order?
That was
No, I'm just here to...
nice to read or
I changed my mind along the way.
see.
This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive. no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
I did not. You know, I did his trial. There's a bird. There's a bird right here. Get collected. Alright, what was I gonna say? I did. Damn, this bird was here since the beginning. Never noticed. What was I gonna say? I did try out Sunday's trial run, and I didn't really pay too much attention, but that's auto attack is really cool.
A day of peaceful repose.
He really is like he's the messiah or something now. Kind of funny. All right, less talking, more listening.
Didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
Oh, come on.
Is 1 week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Of course Robin doesn't have her voice.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge? Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars? No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat. It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live. Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins? Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy. Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin. Did the person you wanted to say them to leave? Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say. If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage? There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin. Are you saying that's not true? Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have. Why is that? I hope so. The dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best. I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Let me just do this. Oh, wait. This is supposed to be here. Yeah, I thought that was just something I missed, but it was already there.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today. Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this. The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers? We should keep looking.
I was wondering why it didn't connect and needed the other pieces.
It's done. Have a look. Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
Ah, I wish they had voice lines.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. Why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret?
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes, we only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a Nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the Trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
Okay, I was not expecting that. So what? I know there was something special about 1 week, the fact that he could use the power of the harmony, but I just didn't know who he was. if I remember, Sunday is supposed to be about summons with their something about advancing it and all that stuff. We'll see if I can do a lineup with him. Jing Yun, him, and summon. Do I have another? I don't think I have another character that summons. Yeah, I don't have. What if maybe I made like a hyper carry? Why can't I pick her? Did I pick someone on accident? 1, 2. Oh no, I did pick her. Let's see how this would work. I don't exactly have a
I know
good...
you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life.
Use the bathroom again.
I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today.
Alright, I'm back. Let's get back to it.
You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I can no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate, and see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living, in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On a planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage.
Okay. So I'm straight up fighting the boss.
as expected, the trickiest thing was tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. A moment of divine insight arises from enduring patience. Trinity is before me.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Show no mercy.
Hold up, what's my build? Can I see my build? Okay, looks fine.
Here,
Lend me your strength!
Follow my charm.
conflict is ultimately yours.
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Okay, that's I did not forget it.
Here,
Lend me your strength!
conflict is
Time
What
for
is
the master
his
stroke.
thing do? Okay, so I do that, then I use this.
Mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Need to heal.
here.
Out farewell.
Follow my charm.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Well,
Conflict
I'm not gonna use her. Alright, let's heal.
I can't thank you enough.
Use this one.
Show no mercy.
How long does this last? Let's just do it.
Trinity is before me.
There's no time to lose.
here. It's ultimately yours.
Time has come. Let it be revealed. Inevitable for me. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Okay, so he doesn't. Oh shit. I might have to retry this. Yeah, okay. Let's just go with a regular. You know what? Let's test out my Fugui out. You know what? Let's just go full damage. See how this works. Let's see how much I'm gonna struggle here.
As expected. You think yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Everyone moves forward.
Have we met? Share good
Fuck
fortune.
you up. shielded, so I don't have to worry about
There's more to life.
getting damaged.
Need not fade away.
Let's seize this fine moment.
Alright, let's increase my super break even more. Now, this should hurt a ton. 126,000. I'm not going to use his ability, because I do want an SP. He's more lethal. Now, let's see how much damage this does. 607k. Hell yeah, almost a million. Okay, now they're taking damage, unfortunately, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, now we need to use Maid's effect. Since he has a shield.
The mood is set just right.
That's gonna hurt. Oh, that's not good. This is what I get for not going a healer.
Every petal in life
Damn it.
will be swept
Okay.
away by the wind.
Oh, mistakes were made. Again. Yep. Uh-oh. This is gonna hurt. Alright. Let's not fool around. We'll have to take out Fugui simply because she's still not built yet. Get our healer in. Then we're gonna have to get to be SP positive.
As expected.
Alright, we do this. Then we do this.
Sounds much too harsh.
Don't need to do much with her yet.
Take your position.
Then we break his shield.
Like fire.
Break everyone's shield there. Attack you.
Need not fade away.
Attack you. Now this should hurt. I don't think I need to do much about this yet. This should break all of them.
Grace and elegance.
Guess I'll just. Oh no, I need to get my team back. I need some SP right now, so we'll just hit him. Alright. That hurts.
Inevitable for me.
Alright, so we do this. And yeah, we'll do this also.
Swept away by the wind.
Just smack this guy once, then we do this. Then we get some SP back. Just hit him.
I suppose. Eternal.
Stay put.
This is gonna hurt a lot. I think I should just go for a heal instead. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think I want to get some shields.
Dreams do come true.
There's more to life.
Heals are important here. But I do want to get that out. But his turn is next. If I did 3.
Every petal in life, all will be
There we
swept
go.
away by the wind.
Mood is set.
In the off chance he does get a move, should be fine.
Take your position.
Oh, I have no more SP. Hey, why you put her in a dream state? Alright, please die. Alright, problem resolved.
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopher Wood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Sheepei turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the harmony and the preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive, and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless, I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
Well, he's just traveling with us. Not an actual member of the Express crew yet. Your newbie status is untouchable.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump. Try?
No, we're still not quite there. Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
Hell yeah. Now we just need to... Oh. Now we just need to wait for... I guess, like... what day? 2 weeks for the next story.
I think I just saw a group of voids. It's a shame you weren't here to see them. That reminds me. There were similar later. I remember I was so thinking back.
So, we are done with the story quest. So I am done with, you know, things. Hello, Yun Lee. It's been a while.
Ah, there you are. I was looking around before you got here. I already looked everywhere, but March 7th is nowhere to be found. Forget it. Let's just assume she successfully skipped class. Actually, she's been quite diligent in her swordplay practice and hasn't taken many breaks lately. I think she deserves a day off. Besides, I used to skip classes even more than her back when I was still learning. If I was in the mood, I could train for 3 days straight. But if I wasn't in the mood, none of my seniors could find me. So, I can understand where she's coming from. Don't make excuses for her. Since you're here, let me treat you to some tasty food. I'm more interested in you today. Let's walk and talk.
Sure. First off, how come Su Sheng is here? Oh no, not Su Sheng, Gwen Fan. Gwen Fan.
Do you have any ideas?
Alright. Su Sheng's the brown-haired, twin-tailed one.
Let's go there.
Oh, Yulin, why do you want us to follow you?
A table for two, please.
All right, come on in.
Well, we'll have
the entire menu.
Do you think? Don't worry, I've got enough money with me.
Well, then I'll start making a few.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, not too much, actually.
You
Grandpa
can't
said
hide.
to never be stingy when it comes to making friends. So, how big is your appetite? Ah, then eat to your heart's content. Well, to be more precise, I'm interested in your sword. Yan Qing mentioned you before. He said that you're not to be underestimated, and that your weapon has a unique shape. So, I've always been curious about your sword. How the weight is distributed, what material it's made of, whether it contains any special ingenia, and what kind of sword techniques you use.
So, it really is a baseball bat. Grandpa said that a sword doesn't have to be constrained by its shape. So, in a sense, your bat is a sword too. He also said that a weapon mimics its master. So, your bat actually reflects your habits in nature, you know? Let me guess. You're someone who doesn't follow the rules, enjoys improvising, and can handle yourself well against tough foes. Am I right? Oh, really? But I never guess wrong. I've come across so many sword wielders who acted all righteous and moral, but were really just liars. Their swords always told the truth, though. They told me that their wielders were just a bunch of frauds who relied on their divine weapons for everything. I've hunted down hundreds of swords like this so far, and every single one of them has been melted down. Yes, but only for those who cross the line. Melting their swords is my way of protecting those weapons. But just looking at a sword is not enough. Grandpa always says, words and expressions can be deceiving.
Alright, not to interrupt the story and all.
The sword's movements
Is she brighter than normal?
The war dance is just around the corner.
She looks
You'll be participating.
really bright right now.
Miss Yoon Lee.
Hold up, did you just say war dance would be happening? And was I supposed to do this quest before the war dance?
Like you, the war dance is a perfect for people like him who have already made significant contribution. It has been a while.
And you are?
I suppose busy people have short memories. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happen to... Yes, with the war dance approaching, Mr. Pavo's planet recently...
Miss Shikwe.
Hold on, am I doing the
Gift
right
is perhaps
quest?
more fitting than return.
Is this the quest for Yun Lee's story quest?
To personally thank them at the... Since you two were talking...
Let me just double check my quest real quick. Scorch? Ah. I see. This is a campaign. Okay, I'm gonna... I was wondering why I'm talking to Yun Lee and why the war dance is being mentioned. I'm at the wrong mission. Wow, this whole time I thought I was gonna... Okay, damn, that means I could have waited for the story mission because I thought I couldn't do the event mission because it was blocked behind the story mission. This is my fault for not paying attention. Alright, let's just do this quick. Why must that take forever? Alright, let's get moving. I'm kind of... What am I exactly changing? Okay. Well, so I wasn't really supposed to press those. We're back here. Oh no, I've never... Oh, okay, is it just making us experience what it's like at the other locations?
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill fate is dead.
Staple, get that!
That's half the work. Just for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Alright, this mission is over. Time to fight the gorilla.
Elusive foretelling.
Oh, let's just do this.
Fiend or devil? Crush them all!
Memories are beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Good times. No time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It is fall. Ill fate is dead.
Get them!
Stand still.
Another journey begins. Still waters uplifted.
Okay, am I gonna play like a boss now?
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Oh, these guys. Okay, this should be easy. If there was two gorillas, I would have been struggling, but since it's two of these guys, this is not gonna be a problem. Because my team counters these guys really hard.
Elusive foretelling.
Ill tidings manifest. Relax. Memories are beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
You guys are gonna blow yourselves
Good
up.
times. Time to say bye. Boom.
But before you can blow yourself up, he's going to cut you down. It's a really big clock.
Stream forward. Lean forward. Stream forth. The gleam of old.
Oh, it's one of these.
Seek, and you will find.
Right. Aha, I was right. Okay, something tells me I'm going too ahead right now, so I'm gonna stop for a bit and go to the other part that looks like it's nearby. Yeah, it looks like I was going too far. What the heck?
An elusive for tap.
Ill fate descend.
Stand still.
I weep for the departed.
Yes. Yes. And peace. Oh, we're still alive.
Destiny isn't true.
Alright. You should be dead now.
Seek, and you will find.
Just looked at the time. Seems like I've been streaming for 3 hours already. I should stop soon. But chances are it's probably going to be a bit. Maybe I'll stop at 10 o'clock for like 30 minutes.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Stream forth. Gleam gold blades.
Time to build the bridge. This goes like around. Oh, maybe it's like further. There should be another edge piece. There we go. This rail goes like... No. Yes. This is like a circle. I don't know if this has been just up there it is. This is a chest, so it goes right here. This is over here. There we go. Now we need to go all the way up there. Which I'm gonna simply do by teleporting. I am not walking all the way back up there. That's interesting. Let's begin the mission. This should be interesting. Simple pattern like this. There we go. Something like this. This is straightforward. Oh, okay, that was literally a straight path to it. That was simple enough.
Stream forth. Lean bold blades.
Definitely more stuff over there, but I'm not gonna bother. I am getting tired. I don't remember there being 3. Oh no, there was 3. Last one was always a boss fight.
Stream forth. The gleam of old blades.
This just caught my attention because this was the only red thing there in a patch of green.
Make a wish. telling. Ill tidings manifest.
Fiend or devil.
If I remember the mechanic, this guy always gives us back our energy. So might as well just do this now.
I weep for the departed.
1, 2, 3.
Stand still. May as well kill them all. Relax.
Not Ho-Ho! You monster!
Still water uplift.
Memories of beneath the water lies an endless abyss. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill fate is dead.
I have to auto attack.
I weep for the departed. It is far.
Oh, we'll eventually wrestle everyone back again.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Say bye to breathing.
Fiend or devil. Crush them all.
Memories beneath the water lies an endless abyss. Destiny's hand. Stand still.
Time's passing.
Wow, he does damage.
Good times. Time to say bye.
That was instant. Well, I should win this.
Relax.
And we're back here, where all the problems started. Alright, that took longer than I thought. Now I can do this quest that day and 6 hours left to do. I'm really hoping this isn't a quest where I constantly have to go. Take a photo of March 7th. Perfect. Why did it straight up go to her chest? Right? How much can I zoom in? It's weird. Fine, I forget it. I'm not gonna try to. Okay. Damn, there's so much to do. Let's go take a bunch of pictures. Oh, it's gonna take a bit for sure. I just need to do this 12 more times. You're gonna be hearing a lot of clicking by me. Alright, 10 more times.
Dream forth, the gleam of old plains.
Why is Robin here? Almost done. This might be faster than what I was... What the heck? Alright, Dr. Ratio, where are you at?
Stream forth, the gleam of old plains.
Perfect. Hold up. This is at the... This is all the way at the Luofu. Why are we going all the way over there?
Emergency situation. All prison personnel are instructed to abide by the established procedures and act without delay.
Great. Of course the mission is gonna take longer. And we are almost done. We are at the final stretch. And I can go to sleep. Why do I have high morale? Yun Li. And some flying swords. And I am officially done. Alright, once this is done, we're ending the stream, because I want to sleep. And I'm getting tired, mentally. Because I've been streaming for 3 hours and 30 minutes, almost. And it's about to reach 4 hours if I keep going, or if something unexpected happens. What is this dress she's wearing? I just realized. That's a really cute dress for her, but I'm just curious. How is the dress not falling apart right now? Or is the inner line or strap connected with the entire dress? Doesn't look like it the way it's designed. I don't know. I'm not an expert in clothing. Just curious. Did Marsh ever use those clothes before? I feel like I'm trying to remember if she did, because the clothes look very familiar. Maybe it's because I've seen that design somewhere else. I don't know. All right. I am done with the event. Hell yeah. I am officially done with the entire event. Got all my reward. I still didn't do that yet, but I don't care about that. Both of these are done. I need to stop going there. Collect my achievement. Soothe the after-show and ID park. A friend request? From who? That's interesting. Who is this person? Oh, she can't even accept it because she has over 50. Alright, we are officially done with everything that I was planning on doing. Now, the last thing I need to do is to go to sleep and call it a day. And also to keep grinding for better equipments for my Fugui. Anyways, we're ending it here. I'm tired. I did not expect, well, I mean, I kind of did expect it to be a long stream, but my body wasn't ready for it anyway, so yeah. Goodbye, and good night.